If you could experience one moment in Jesus's life, if you could be physically present for one moment in Jesus's life, which would you choose and why?
Transfiguration.
Mm.
It's the ultimate mountaintop experience, man. You're still here, but you get a quick little window into eternity in heaven.
Powerful.
What would you do?
It's
What would you pick?
it's a fascinating question because I ask it to almost all of my guests, and I'm always surprised at the answer. When I first come up with the question, um, I had some concern that I would hear the same thing
Yeah.
over and over
And they're all
again,
different, huh?
and I'm not sure we've heard.
What are 2 or 3 of the other answers?
So we've heard the crucifixion.
Oh, wow. I couldn't do that one.
We've heard the Last Supper. It's interesting. You say I couldn't do that. I
Yeah.
think the assumption that you could do that is an interesting assumption.
Yeah.
I think sometimes people don't think that through. Um, One fascinating one I heard was to be there in the temple
Huh.
with Jesus as a child,
Interesting.
and having a sense of, okay, what was the situation? What did he know? Um, what was he sharing? How was he sharing it? And how aware was he of who he was and the role that, he was about to play in the history of humanity? So,
Hmm.
I think that I would choose just walking down the road with him and
Mm.
the disciples. I
Mm.
think I would choose a moment that does not appear in the Gospels. I have 7 brothers, so 8 boys growing up. That just the experience of that
Yeah.
was rich and I mean just so powerful in so many ways. And one of the things that was very much at the core of that was humor.
Mm.
And so I find it impossible to believe that
Oh, yeah.
Jesus did not
Yeah.
have just
Yeah.
an astounding sense of
Yeah.
humor, and that the humor of these guys walking down these dusty
Yeah.
roads. I mean, it must have been just
That's great.
spectacular. And
That's great.
so I think I would pick a day on the road with the guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And you like to listen and observe anyway, and so just kinda being there and listening and observing all that, I can see that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I want that mountaintop experience, man.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I like that one
Oh,
too.
you can have 2.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're
I
welcome.
appreciate that. If someone came to you and said, "Listen, Alan, I want to grow in my interior life. I want to get closer to God," how would you encourage them to get started on that path?
Um, I'd go with one of the things that you say in, I think it's in "I Heard God Laugh," and you may say it in "Dig the Well Before You Get Thirsty" in both places. Just show up. That the commitment to a daily routine of prayer will change your life.
Mm,
And it's not always going to be wonderful. It's not always going to be abundant. Just keep showing up. I think we overcomplicate this. We're all looking for the home run when we should just be looking to get on base.
yeah.
And just keep showing up.